When you enter the school parking lot, you will be directed to one of two drop-off lanes. Until you pass Mrs. Susan at the second crosswalk, you are in what is known as the waiting zone. Notice the signs. These are here to remind you that students are not allowed to exit their vehicle while in the waiting zone. Instead, students should be gathering their belongings and prepared to exit their vehicles with excited anticipation for the school day. Once our staff indicate that you may enter the unloading zone, cars will continue to pull forward until stopped. Because we are utilizing two drop-off lanes, please be sure to follow all instructions for the safety of our students. First, Mr. Martin will hold up a sign indicating that drivers put vehicles in park. Students remain in their vehicles until Mr. Martin turns the sign over showing "Exit cars now." For their safety, students must exit vehicles from the passenger side. At this time, our friendly staff will assist students in exiting their cars and walking over to the sidewalk. Heading up to the brick area, students will be greeted by a staff member and joyfully led to their classrooms. Once the staff have indicated that all students are clear, Mr. Martin will dismiss vehicles, one lane at a time. There are some things you don't want to do. We don't want any monkey business. For instance, don't exit the vehicle in the waiting zone. Silly monkey. Parents, do not attempt to switch lanes. Silly monkey. Students, don't exit the vehicle until Mr. Martin turns the sign. Parents, do not exit your vehicle for any reason. And don't keep student backpacks in the trunk. This will take unnecessary time. Monkey. Don't try to leave the drop-off area until Mr. Martin indicates that you can. Silly monkey. And finally, please say your goodbyes prior to your student exiting the vehicle. We don't want any monkeying around. When it's time to pick up your children, you will follow similar procedures to those of morning drop-off. Once in the loading zone, you will again put your car in park. Mr. Martin will call for students waiting on the grass pickup area by name to enter their parents' car. When all is clear, Mr. Martin will dismiss cars one row at a time. If your child is not ready to enter the car or is not in the grass pickup area, unfortunately, you will have to circle around the street and begin the pickup process again. Our staff will be sure that your students are in the grass pickup area the next time your car comes around. If you have multiple children and only want to come through the pickup line once, tell your youngest child to wait in daycare until your oldest child is released from school. Then, tell your oldest child to be sure to stop at daycare and collect their siblings so that the whole family will be ready on the grass pickup area when you arrive. There are some things you don't want to do. For instance, don't pick up your child outside of the loading zone. There's that monkey again. Please, don't have your student load their backpacks in the trunk. And parents, again, please remain in your vehicle at all times. I'm sure you still have a lot of questions. It will all make sense in time. The WCS staff has worked tirelessly to make sure that these drop-off and pickup procedures run as smooth as possible. Remember, your kids are safe, they are loved, and they are receiving the best possible education in the area. It's the best education because it's one of the few that teach your kids the truth, that each of them have been created by God, designed as instruments of worship. Their unique abilities, personalities, and talents are gifts to be used for God's glory. Instead of spending a lifetime stuck in the never-satisfying pursuit of happiness, your children will experience true joy, knowing that they are a child of the Maker of the universe. Thank you, and God bless you.